What's up, it's George Fragrance Apprentice here with a very personal and rather poignant spring fragrance top 10 list. So, the British weather, the great British weather, has been as unmerciful and unforgiving as it's stereotyped to be. The whole forecast for spring is rain, wind, death, destruction, and probably pestilence. It's been an absolute chaotic spring with regards to weather. So this list is obviously affected by that, but it's also affected by something else, and that is just kind of how I feel in my life right now. I'm growing up, I'm having to be more mature, I'm having added responsibility put on me, which is all great. So the fragrances here in this list, in fact there are three buzzwords, right? Mature, casual, and charm. Those are the three qualities that I'm trying to aim for in my life at the moment. Whether I'm doing well with that or not, that's up to other people. But yeah, so there's going to be a lot of mature fragrances in this, but there's also going to be, it's going to have a casualness to it. There's a lot of compliment getters in here. There's a lot of stuff that's going to get you good positive attention and has some nice charm to it. And the number one spot, the king of spring, is something that is not really talked about on YouTube at all, which really surprises me. I would love to start the conversation going with the fragrance that's number one here. So if those are the things that you're interested in, if those are the quality of fragrance that you're looking for this spring, then stay tuned. This is going to be awesome. So in this list I have only one honourable mention, but let me tell you, if I had this for longer, then this would easily be in the top 5, but I don't want to do that to myself. I don't want to set myself up too much with it, but it's Ultra Zest, Angel Men Ultra Zest by Terry Mugler. I have a mini review of it, you can check it out, all the information is there, and there are tons of reviews of it on YouTube, and the consensus is this is one of Terry Mugler's best Angel Men flankers ever. It really, really is. I'd just go for it. I think it's absolutely amazing and wonderful. Basically it's kind of pure malt but with a zestiness, but again you can see my review on it, but there's my honourable mention. So number 10 is a fragrance that the more I wear it the more I enjoy it. It's a fragrance that has a bit of darkness to it, a bit of depth, but is very wearable, very, very casual, has a nice bit of charm. There are some problems with it, and I do have a review on it that shows that, but overall it does deserve to be on this list, and that is by Kenneth Cole, and it is Black. One of the things I can definitely say about this fragrance is that it's very easy to wear. Would make a very, very good signature scent to somebody who, just wants a casual fragrance and nothing too silly and over the top with, the more niche fragrances that are on the market. It's spicy, has a bit of ginger. It's actually kind of nostalgic, actually. I can imagine this is something that would have been worn a lot in the 90s, so it has a nostalgic feel to it, but it's really good and really deserving to be on this spring list. It's just started raining outside, and that goes perfectly with the number 9 spot on this list. This is very spicy and lavendery, and that's actually why it's not higher up on the list, because it does lack a bit of the more green springer quality that usually fragrances should have this time of year. But either way, it's amazing. It's Eau d'Occitan, or L'Occitan, from the house of L'Occitan. I'm so happy that this one is starting to get a little bit more attention in the community. I think that it's quite a dark horse in a way. Has a very, very herbal, lavendery tone to it, very dark and brooding, but also has a bit of charm to it. A lot of people are starting to talk about it, a lot of people are starting to like it. It's a bit more autumnal. You could say that it has like a leafy quality, like leaves that have fallen to the ground smell to it, but it's quite spicy, very masculine and very mature. Maybe a bit too mature, especially for the springtime with things heating up, so be careful of that. But either way, this is just, if you love lavender and you want a concise, herbal, masculine lavender scent with a bit of wood in it, then oof, check it out. Number 8 on my list is what I dub the most romantic fragrance ever created, and I really do believe that. It's not very good in the performance area, again that's why it's near the latter end of the list, but either way, if you like compliments, if you want to feel romantic, and if you want to feel kind of sexy, then definitely give Dior Homme Sport a try. Now, the thing that upsets me about Dior Homme Sport is that it has, a lot of people just treat it as a gym scent. I'm going to the gym, so I'm going to wear Dior Homme Sport. No, man. Oh my goodness, that's romance. That's beauty, that's poetry, that's... Have you ever seen Justin Timberlake dance? That's what it feels like wearing this to me. To me, personally, that's what it feels like when I'm wearing this. I put a suit and tie on, and just kind of like feel the vibe and just dance everywhere and stuff like that. It's and get romanticized by it. This is absolutely beautiful. The iris with the more green, grassy parts of this fragrance, with a bit of the citrus as well. It's so classy, but has a modern vibe. It isn't like one of those classic old man cologne things. It has a very cosmopolitan, very modern smell to it, and it's absolutely divine, absolutely beautiful. If you're in the mood to romanticize somebody this spring, buy Dior Homme Sport. So a few people have messaged me saying, are you and Dave ever going to do another Fragrance Brothers review? Yes, we are in fact. And what we will be reviewing is my number 7 on this list, and that is Body Kuros by Yves Saint Laurent. Body Kuros is a multiplex of personal memories for me of going on holiday when I was younger. If you've ever smelt the original Kuros before, prepare for a shock, because this is not like that at all. This is hyper sweetened candy floss with a musky edge. But you can still get away with it in spring, because it does have a quality to it which is kind of restrained. But this has got more to do. This has got more in common with things like 1 Million, Givenchy Play Intense, Rochas Man, that kind of thing, but without like the coffee. You know, the hyper sweetened fragrances. If you have a sweet tooth, if you like the idea of candy floss in a fragrance, I would definitely recommend this. This would be something that would be an absolute hidden gem to you. Number 6 on this list is a genuine hidden gem. How do people not know about this fragrance? Alright, so imagine Paco Rabanne 1 Million, right? You get rid of the shit that people don't like, the over sweetness, and you put in green notes, and you put more grounded, casual energy into it. What do you get? You get this. This is easily one of Ralph Lauren's greatest creations. Like I said, the casual. This is more on the end of casual and charm than it is mature. But you know something? There are some mature people who could really pull this off. It doesn't have a specific kind of age type in a way. There's nothing about this fragrance that's going too towards young or too towards old. This is definitely versatile in that area. It has a lot of elements going on. Greenness to it is definitely there, but it's smudged by almost like a gourmand, chocolatey quality. It's hard to explain, really, but it's wickedly underrated. Very good, very beautiful. There are some people who are going to absolutely love this. Honestly, green, sweet, gourmand kind of a thing. If that sounds interesting to you, I'd check out Polo Explorer. So when it comes to maturity and charm, especially in the springtime season, nothing beats a bit of Jean-Claude Eleanor. Earthy green orange awesomeness. Thy name is Terre. Terre by the House of Hermes is one of Jean-Claude Eleanor's greatest creations. Some people, especially younger people, are just not going to like this. This is definitely mature, this is definitely groundbreaking, and this is definitely polarizing. I didn't quite get this when I first smelt it. I just kind of thought it was a bit weird and a bit strange. But you know something, I have grown to love it, and I think that it smells a lot better on somebody's skin than it does on a piece of paper or just from the bottle cap. This is something to be worn, this is something to be tested, because simply an initial spray is just not going to do it. Whilst testing this, handle it with care, because I swear to you, you may not like it, but what happened to me may happen to you. While you're testing it and you're trying it out, you'll just suddenly go, now I get it. So the number 4 on this list was never originally going to be this high up in the list, but the truth of the matter is I have just kept wearing it again and again and again. It's so easy to wear, and it's such an uncomplicated choice of fragrance to wear when you're running late in the morning, and that's why the House of Tommy Hilfiger, it's a flanker to Tommy Cologne. It's called Tommy Brights. The thing that I love about Tommy Brights is that it's an extraordinarily Uncomplicated fragrance. If you're a fan of the original Tommy cologne, this is Tommy cologne grown up, actually. It has a very nice herbal quality to it. It has a, yeah, I'd say like herbs, a few spices, but also has a really true to form watery green quality. This is for the people who they don't want all the complicated silly nuances of the niche perfumes and stuff like that. They're just like, yo, I just want a really, really great green spring fragrance that people are going to smell me and they're going to like it. They're going to compliment me. It's going to be good. I can wake up every day and this will be there for me and I can wear it. And it's very pleasant and it's very enjoyable. That's why it's so high up on the list. It's casual, yes, it has a maturity to it compared to other Tommy colognes, and it has such a charm. It's very charming. I know that people have problems with, you know, cheap fragrances, super cheap fragrances, but no, seriously, this is great. So the number 3 on my spring list of 2015 is a fragrance that I've talked about quite a lot. I have enamoured respect for this fragrance, and I'm probably going to keep mentioning it for as long as I have a bottle of it, and that's Absinthe by Nasamato. Yeah, I'm not going to bore you with how I feel about Absinthe. It's great, it's masculine, fantastic for spring, one of the best springtime masculine gruff fragrances I've ever smelt. I've got a review on it. I talk about everything that I feel about it on there. Go watch it, it's really great. Number 2 on this list, again, another fragrance that you'll hear me talk about again and again, and with good reason. It's very well respected. A lot of people are now starting to say what I've been thinking for quite a while. It's the little cousin of Aventus, and that is by Bond No. 9, Bleecker Street. You know, for a lot of people, Bleecker Street could easily be their number 1 springtime fragrance, and unquestionably so. It's got such a remarkable quality to it. Like I said, a few people are comparing it to Aventus with the respect of the oak moss and citrus. It's by no means a clone, it's its own independent creation, but it's great. It's almost the niche answer to this one, in the respect of they're both very uncomplicated fragrances. You don't have to worry about offending anybody. People love this stuff. People greatly appreciate it, and I get compliments and people saying good, positive things about this all the time. So in that respect, you're totally covered. But it has an edge to it. Has a real quality to it. It's a very natural smelling fragrance, and has a lot of different things going on. So if you're wanting something that's worth a good amount of money, unique, but still people are going to love it and enjoy it and enjoy you wearing it around them, then Bleecker Street is definitely something you should look into. Mature, casual, meaning cool and at ease, and charming. These are the 3 qualities that I'm trying to pull into my life, and as a person, these are the 3 qualities that I'm trying to push outwardly to the world. And this next fragrance, this number 1 fragrance, this King of Spring by my account, has all 3 qualities nailed. This is a fragrance that isn't really talked about much in the community, and that's fine, but I would like to start the conversation right here and now. I swear to goodness, this is beautiful. This is stunning. This is perfection. I know I love to hype shit, right? I know I love to hype stuff, but today, don't worry about it. Just let go. Give into it. Give into the hype. Give in to the passion. Give in to the fact that I freaking love this. It's from the House of Duetto. It's called Sativa. Now, straight off the bat, this is like 2 other fragrances. The first one is Grey Vetiver by Tom Ford, and that's great. It's got its own little independent thing, an own independent smell. It's quite soapy, has a soapy vetiver vibe. The other one is Bottega Veneta Pour Homme, which is fine, but incredibly bland to my nose. I find it boring. I find it Snoresville, just like whatever, who cares? But this takes you on a journey. This is beautiful vetiver woods with palm violets. It does have that kind of clean soapy vibe, but it's done to perfection. After 2 sprays of this, and after 10 minutes, you are in this intense, beautiful, wonderful wood with green elements and fairy dust and pixies and hobbits. It's absolutely beautiful. It's amazing. It actually reminds me of something specific, and I'll get into that when I review this properly. But this is so easily the king of spring. So I say to you, fragrance aficionados, fragrance connoisseurs, this could potentially blow your socks off. And not just that, but I think that this could actually be sought as one of the best springtime fragrances in the past 5, potentially 10 years. I truly, truly love it. It's an adventure in a bottle, and I can't wait to review it. So there we have it, friends, my top 10 spring list of 2015. I hope that you're going to have an awesome spring. Already it's turned out to be an incredible year, actually. Really good fragrances released. WrestleMania was amazing. Oh my god, that was absolutely fantastic. So stuff's going really good. Hopefully it will continue this year. I really hope that everybody's enjoying their 2015 as well. But you know, just do your thing, have a good year, and keep smelling amazing. Anyway, hopefully this list has inspired you and given you some ideas for what you want to wear throughout the rest of the spring. And until you see me next time, I'm Fragrance Apprentice, and I'm out.